Good morning, students. Today we'll start with the chapter number 2, that is computer languages and problem solving techniques. In this chapter, we will learn about the different types of computer languages which we have used and how to solve the problem. Now, first of all, what is computer language? In easy words, we can say the language which helps the user to communicate with computer is called computer language. Programming languages have been developed over the year in a phased manner. Each phase of developed has made the programming language more user friendly, easier to use, and more powerful. Each phase of improvement made in the development of the programming languages can be referred as generation. So we have 5 different generation of computer language which we will discuss one by one. The first generation of programming language is machine language, which is also called low-level language. In this language, we were using zeros and ones to make the programs. So, computer can understand the machine language programs very easily. The machine language translation was free and can directly be executed by the computers. The programs written in these languages are executed very fast and efficiently by the CPU of the computer system. The programs written in these languages utilize the memory in an efficient manner because it is possible to keep track of each bit of data. The second generation of programming language was assembly language. This language also belongs to the category of low-level programming language. They use assembler as a translator to convert assembly language into machine language. It was easy to develop, understand, and modify the programs developed in these languages as compared to the first generation programming language. They use concepts of mnemonics for writing the program rather than zeros and ones. The programs written in these languages were less prone to errors and therefore can be maintained better. The third generation programming language is high level language. It was easy to develop, learn, and understand the program. As the program written in these languages were less prone to errors, they are easy to maintain. And the programs written in these languages can be developed in very less time as compared to first and second generation computer, because these languages use simple English language. To convert high-level languages into machine language, they need translators like compilers and interpreters. Java, C, C++, these are the examples of third generation of computers. Next is fourth generation of programming language. In the fourth generation, that is also considered as very high level programming languages, and It required a lot of time and effort that affect the productivity of a programmer. The fourth generation programming language were designed and developed to reduce the time, cost, and effort needed to develop different types of software applications. The programs developed in these languages are highly portable as compared to the programs developed in the languages of other generation. For example, SQL, Oracle. The last fifth generation of programming languages that use artificial intelligence. This language is based on condition programming. It mainly focuses on constant programming, and the major fields in the fifth generation programming languages are artificial intelligence and artificial neural networks. These languages can be used to query the database in a fast and efficient manner. In this generation of language, the user can communicate with the computer system in a simple and easy manner. The examples of fifth generation computers languages are Prolog, Mercury, etc. Now, after this, we will discuss about the different tools which are used to design to solve a problem. Now, there are different types of tools which we can use to solve a problem. The first one is algorithm. Now, what is algorithm? Algorithm is the process by which we can solve a problem step by step in an order. For example, if I want to find the sum of two numbers, we will write them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step by step to solve it. First, we'll start the problem. Then we will read two numbers. We will find the sum of two numbers. Then we will display the sum. And then we will stop.